Ladies and gentlemen, subscribers, followers of Pillar to Post, I want to issue an apology to you. Now, it's never mattered how pissed off I am about the way wrestling is being produced these days. I always keep myself in check. I always make sure I'm not coming on my show pissed off or in a bad mood. I try and be as civil and as even mood as I possibly can. Tonight, I had a live stream that was supposed to go live at 8 with a co-host. And for whatever reason, he didn't show up to do the job. Now, as soon as I went offline on the stream, he was immediately contacting me, saying that his internet was being a bitch. I'm going to have to take this at face value, give him a chance. Frankly, I'm not pleased. I make a promise, and I tell you fans and viewers and anyone that tunes in, and if I make a promise and say we're going to be live this time and we're guaranteeing at least 2 hours of a podcast, and then I do 30 minutes because all my plans revolved around someone else that didn't show up to do the job for whatever reason. I don't care what the reason was. That means I lied to the viewers, I lied to the subscribers, I've lied to everyone that's watching Pillar to Post or shooting from the hip. And then I went on in a bad mood and pissed off, and I lost viewers because of that reason. It would have been a good show tonight if it would have turned out the way things were planned. It would have been a great show. We would have had finally some viewers tuning in. And plans didn't work out the way I had hoped. So I let the fans know how displeased I was and pissed off I was. And that I shouldn't have done. I should have been more professional. So that I do apologize for. I do not apologize for ending the podcast earlier. I'm not going to sit there, waste your time with me trying to scramble and think of stuff to talk about when clearly I am unprepared to do that because my plans were for something totally different. So I spoke with Red. He said his internet just came back online. He was trying all day and everything. And I spoke to him an hour or two before the show. I tried calling him almost every 10 minutes leading up to the show for an hour. And I got a busy signal the first time. And afterwards, I just got simply ignored. Now, it could be what he said. He reset his modem and he finally got back online. I'm not going to call him a liar. I'm not that type of guy. But me being made into a liar pisses me off. I do not like lying. Don't like breaking promises I make to anyone. It's not the type of person I am. It's not the type of person I was raised to be. So when I guarantee something and I promise something, I like to deliver. So I did as much as I could for 30 minutes. And I had to give up because, for one, frustration levels were building, anger was building, and I was going to say something I probably shouldn't say. And, you know, there are plenty of people that would have said, oh, that's, you know, what all podcasters do. They vent, they blow up, they make noise to get noticed. And if I have to do that kind of stupid shit to get noticed, I'm sorry, I'm not that type of guy. I'm not a Joe Cronin. I'm not a PewDiePie. I'm not those type of guys that are going to run my mouth and say a lot of bullshit and scream and yell just for your entertainment to get over with you. Now, if my job as a podcaster, how I'm doing things isn't working for you, fine. But I'm not going to be someone that I don't want to be simply to make everyone else happy. Now, I get a lot of comments thrown my way in my email that I'm a scary looking dude. I'm too serious. So what? So what if I'm too serious? I'm pretty damn sure you've seen me laugh on my show before. I'm pretty sure you've heard me joke around and make some jokes about wrestling and so on and so forth. Do I care if you think I look too serious? Do you think I care if I look too mean? No. Doesn't bother me at all. I don't care how ugly people think I am. I don't care how mean you think I look. I don't care how some people are afraid of me just by seeing my appearance on YouTube. It doesn't bother me. I'm doing something I enjoy doing, and when I go in hot and upset, then I'm not enjoying myself. So I'm going to end the podcast early and make sure I don't make an ass out of myself, joke out of the show, and lose viewers because of broken promises and because of a bad attitude. I'm not doing that bullshit. So like I said, I apologize for today's stream. Didn't turn out the way I wanted to. I got hot, I got pissed, and I canceled it before I said something I shouldn't. Now, I told Red that I would speak to him tomorrow when I was in a better mood, and we'll go from there. Does that mean Shooting from the Hip is canceled? I don't know. I really don't. But I have to do things that make me happy. I've gone through enough hardship in my life. I've been pissed off for too long in my life to bring that attitude back into my life and bring it to you. So if you want to see some angry, pissed off motherfucker, go watch Joe Cronin. Go watch PewDiePie spew his mouth off. Go watch all these angry people on YouTube. I don't fucking care. I am not going to sell myself short just so you're happy that you've had to laugh at someone else for, blowing up on YouTube and acting like a complete fucking child. Because you're not going to get that at Pillar of the Post. I'm going to do my best to deliver news and rumors, give you my opinions on the issues that I'm speaking about, as well as give you my opinions and my reactions and views on the wrestling product of Monday Night Raw, SmackDown Live, and NXT. Other than that, that's what you're going to get from me. You're not going to get some guy screaming and yelling into his camera and his microphone to get my subscribers up. Because to me, that's cheap. It's a cheap way to get viewers. It is a cheap way to make people laugh. And it's a cheap way to get people properly informed. I try and conduct myself with a modicum of professionalism. I might not dress like everyone else. I might not talk like everyone else. I might curse and use profanity. But other than that, my views are my views, and I try and bring them to you as properly and as respectfully as I can. So that is what you're going to get from here on out. Now, next time, I'm just going to cancel the live stream if my co-host doesn't show up, and from then we'll see what happens with Shooting from the Hip. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll discuss it. I'll discuss it with Red tomorrow, what we're going to do. Maybe we do a live stream tomorrow or what have you. Either way, I don't know what's going to happen at the moment. I'm too much in a bad mood to actually talk about it with him today, so I'll do it tomorrow. And that's all I can promise. So you guys have a good night. And like I said, I apologize. I hope you guys don't leave the the channel because of tonight's mishap and my attitude. And I hope to see you back tomorrow. I'm hoping there's more news to deliver, but that's all I can wish for. So you guys have a good night. This is Pete Wall. You have been watching Pillar to Post. And we'll see what goes on from here on out.